This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Okay, we've got just about 30 seconds to go here. At halftime, teams finishing up their final stretches and information from coaching staff, rehydrating, all that stuff. And an interesting first half here. A lot of mistakes, some good hard-nosed football. McBain on top 6-3. You are watching tonight's broadcast here on 26 Sports and CCTV. I'm Dan Gussert, and once again, Jim Frito's here with me. Jim, so what would you do if you're McBain here heading into the second half?
Well, I think I would try to throw the ball a little bit more. I think McBain has height advantage on their cornerbacks, particularly. The field in the middle is open, and it seems that Morley has got some pretty aggressive cornerbacks there. They're gonna be very aggressive on their coverage, but I'd say McBain probably has a height advantage and can use that to their advantage.
What would you do if you're Morley then?
Yeah, I think if I were Morley, I would go ahead and continue to try to run up the gut. Those plays are quick hitters seem to be doing pretty good. Mix it up with an occasional pass just to keep McBain off balance a little bit.
Okay, we're getting ready here. George Brown III kicking off here for McBain. And back deep for Morley Stanwood Mohawks. It looks like number 24, Jason Bielik. We'll see what George decides to do here. He's got the ball again, just kind of laying flat on the ground there, Jim.
Yeah, he's going to squib it.
Yep. That's a tough one right there. Knee was down. I'm surprised, but I guess not. That's an interesting play right there. As his knee was down, but he didn't have control of the ball. Didn't catch a number on that to see who grabbed that. Bonico with the tackle on that. Owen Bonico.
Well, Morley starting off with good field position, about the 36, 37 yard line.
When you see a team do that kind of a kickoff, they're definitely trying to keep the ball out of somebody's hands, and in this case, keep it out of Bielik's hands back there deep for Morley. He's got some good speed.
Yeah, Morley tried a quick hitter up there with the fullback right up the gut, right over the right guard, and it was met right with about 3 or 4 Ramblers.
George Brown with that tackle, number 24 of number 24, Jason Bielik for Morley. Second down and 10. You see Trevor Underhill taking this snap here. In motion is Dillery. Well, it's that interior run, like you called, Jim, that we thought we'd see Morley continue to do. Jason Bielik with 8 yards on that run.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. That went off the left guard, between left guard and tackle, it looked like.
You know, you see sometimes coaches try to change things up instead of really sticking with what's working. And, you know, I kind of, that old school adage, you know, don't fix it till it's broke. Keep running what you're running till they can stop it.
That's right.
3rd and 1.5 here, we'll say. And it's right up the middle again. No, he's going to keep this one. Bonico finishes the tackle off.
Yeah, good penetration by Bonico. Came in on that right side.
I think number 20, Daniel Rodenbach kind of initially broke that play up. Underhill was able to get away from that, but Bonico finishes it off. Back for McBain, Kate Brown, number 4. Now he comes up as Morley shows that they want to go for it here. And we've got a timeout. Morley takes a quick timeout. So, you know, Morley maybe jumped to the play hoping to catch McBain off guard, and maybe they didn't, or maybe Morley just said, you know what, that's a bad choice. Let's take this timeout and punt.
Right.
You know, the only thing is, I guess if I'm thinking about that, I might just take the 5-yard penalty. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Instead of using the timeout there.
Yep.
early in the third quarter from McBain, Michigan. We want to let everybody know that directing things tonight in the truck for us is Wyatt Van Dynen, helping him out inside there with graphics, replay stuff, Remington Hernandez. And out on the 2 cameras tonight for our crew, we've got Morris Langworthy and Jake Fulis. So Morris and Jake, thanks for braving the chilly night now as it's starting to be. Appreciate all that those folks do behind the scenes for us here on 26 Sports and CCTV to bring you this broadcast. So Brown does go back now. And Morley is going to punt this. That's another nice high punt.
Nice punt.
Yep, I tell you what, he gets about a 35-yard punt out of that. But it's so high, Jim, there's nothing you want to do. You don't want to field it.
Absolutely. Plus it rolled. They got another 10 yards of roll on that, setting McBain back close to their own 20.
Yeah, looks like it. Daniel Rodenbaugh is jumping in quarterback again here. It appears as Gavin Seeland is still on the sidelines for McBain here, number 3. Daniel Rodenbaugh wears number 20, and he's in the shotgun, gives that handoff right away on the jet sweep. 34 right there. That's Logan Rodenbaugh. What did he get, Jim? Maybe 8-9 yards?
Absolutely. Ethan Barton locked up that cornerback and sprung him loose for another 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, it's certainly, I think that's number 55 or 56, the tackle on this end. Is that Brandon Rose or Andrew Vanna out there on the end? We'll have to get a number here after this play. Yeah, that's 56, Vanna, as they went the other way. I don't know, did he get the first down there? That's going to be a close one.
Boy, that's pretty close.
You're a deer hunter, Jim. That's looking at whether that is a legal buck or his antlers are just a little too short. That's close. That's a tough call.
Really close.
So I think we're going to get a measurement here. Or did they just say short? They just called it short. It's going to be third down. 3rd in inches. We'll see what McBain and quarterback Rodenbaugh here decide to do.
Looks like a blitz by Morley.
What a tackle.
Oh, yeah.
That's number 24 right there for Morley Stanwood. That is Jason Bielik, and we've seen him run really hard up the middle. Well, that time he gave it on the defensive end.
Oh, yeah, he crashed hard inside, stopped it for a couple-yard loss.
2 possessions by both teams here in the, 1 possession each by both teams here in the third quarter. Results in 3 and out as McBain gets ready to punt here. Bielik, who just made that monster tackle, is back deep for Morley, and he's going to get a chance to field a nice punt here. He decides to step aside from it. And another roll off of that punt, Jim, and just kind of roll reversals there.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be starting a little bit further back for Morley. They're inside their own 30. So we want to remind everybody that our other truck is up in Lake City tonight. That game is actually going to be broadcast on Friday night at 11 o'clock. Bill Dooley's up there along with Jason Main as Lakewood's come to town. Jason Main is a Lakewood high school graduate. 19 years of high school for Jason. And a short run right there to start the second possession out for Morley as he gains about 9 yards. I get to pick on Jason because, I live next door to him. Jim and I, Jason, all kind of live in the same area. I'll tell you a little story later on about a tree that Jason Main planted if we get some time, everybody. So 2nd and 9. Underhill is under center.
We've seen a steady dose of Bielik. And Underhill's going to keep this one. Monaco with a nice tackle again. He's had a lot of those tonight.
Oh, yeah, that was a great play defensively.
After this play, Jim, if we get an opportunity, why don't you rattle off our sponsors here tonight? And we'll let everybody know that if you want to join that crowd, you can call the station at 577-1844. We sure would appreciate it. Love to have you climb on board to help bring high school sports to Northern Michigan. Okay, so we got a timeout there, Jim, or excuse me, a penalty there, Jim. Why don't you read those sponsors off?
All right.
Please?
All right, thanks, Dan. So the game is going to be presented by Munson Healthcare, Cadillac Hospital, Wolverine Power Cooperative, and Great Lakes Energy, Fox Motors of Cadillac, Cadillac Tire, LC Materials, McBain Family Pharmacy, and Pizza Plus.
Yeah, and once again, we broadcast not only high school football, we do a little girls volleyball, and in the wintertime, we do boys and girls basketball along with high school hockey. Underhill breaks the tackle on 3rd and about 3, kind of running wide there. Kind of not what I would say that they do best. Maybe trying to catch McBain off guard. McBain had a kind of looked like a pretty solid blitz package there, and they blew that up.
Yeah, Underhill's a fast quarterback. He couldn't escape that, though. McBain had 3 guys on him. Looks like they must have run some sort of a stunt inside and had terrific penetration.
McBain looks like they want to send for Berkmos back and Brown partway back this time. Maybe having Brown pick up one of those early runners for Morley to give Berkmos a chance to get a return going here. Oh, and they got a piece of that one. Got a little piece, and they only get about 15 yards on the punt. Change of field position there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it definitely looked like somebody got a hand on it.
6-3 here. It sounds like a Detroit Tigers score, but it is high school football. Kind of a low-scoring affair. McBain had some opportunities. Their defense has been outstanding. They've really, really pinned the Mohawks back. Kind of stopped everything so far here in the second half. Rodenbaugh going to go up the middle. And he doesn't get much there.
Boy, Morley's defensive line stood the McBain offensive line up and just stopped that play with about a yard.
McBain did not get off the ball very well on that one. So they have great field position. It is 2nd and maybe 9.5. We'll give them a half-yard gain on that. Looked like 88 Noah Sanford got the tackle right there for Morley. He's a junior. So McBain trips to the far side here. See what they run out of this. Morley shows a blitz. And it's just a key. Oh, it's a handoff. How about that run, Jim? Fooled me. Logan Vanderwas picks up, 10, 12 yards? Maybe a late flag on the play here.
Looks like it went over right tackle.
So McBain runs kind of a sweep to the power side there. And then it's coming back as we see McBain Rambler players head back. Holding call? Believe so. So that's a spot foul. So move it back 10 yards from the spot of the infraction. And that's a big word for you, Jim. I know that, infraction. But that'll bring the ball to midfield.
Try to keep it below 2 syllables for me, Dan, would you please?
2nd and about 17 then for McBain. We'll see here as they go with Rodenbaugh kind of faking all the action coming to our side, and Rodenbaugh goes to the far side of the field. He's going to get the penalty yardage back, I think, darn near it. Probably about a 9-yard gain on that.
Cody Ramirez on the stop. He's been in a lot of plays tonight. He's playing solid.
Cody is wearing number 55, and he's just a junior for Morley Stanwood. So McBain again looking over to the sidelines. Play is getting signaled in. A little discussion on the sideline as somebody's not quite sure there. Nice job by George Brown III and Ethan Barton as they discussed what that play was supposed to look like. George Brown gets a nice catch.
Reed Robinette came up with an initial hit and stuck him good, but Brown was able to get a couple extra yards after that initial hit.
It's a big play in the game right now, Jim. I mean, it's still early in the third quarter, but McBain has had the better of the field position this half. This is 4th and 2, maybe 3. Nice cutback run right there. Rodenbaugh headed to his right, kind of saw, some daylight back to his left, made a quick cut, and he gets the first down. Heads up running right there by Daniel Rodenbaugh.
Bailey coming over from the weak side to make that tackle, but not before he got the first.
From the 30-yard line, maybe the 29, McBain. The Annenboss. That was the play we saw about 2-3 plays ago with a big penalty on it for the Ramblers. This time all clean blocking and another first down. McBain now inside the 20. The Annenboss with just a head of steam right there. I don't think I'd want to get in front of that.
Yeah, that's a big kid.
McBain maybe starting to take over a little bit on, bad snap right there. Rodenbaugh smartly jumps on top of that. And you look at a sophomore coming in and playing quarterback, that's a heads-up play on his part. There was nothing he was going to do if he tries to pick that up. It's probably turnover.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a lot of credit on that.
Morley's D was on him in a flash.
Heads right, cuts back left. He's going to get a couple of yards on that, but not much. That's going to bring up a long third down, but McBain's in 4-down territory if they want.
Logan Griffiths on the stop on that. Bailey coming over to help.
Morley Stanwood coming into tonight's game with a victory last week. 12-6, I believe, was the final score on that. So they come in 1-0. McBain with a tough 4-point loss to Kingsley, coming in at 0-1. .32 on that tackle for Morley. That's Xavier Raven. Nice run right there.
That was a tough tackle. Got to give him credit for that. Took the legs out from him.
Logan Rodenbaugh with a nice tough run. What do you think? 4th down now, Jim? 4th and a handful?
Oh, yeah.
4th and 8 on the scoreboard here. Just under the final minute of the third quarter here, and McBain driving. Big play here. It's going to be really close as Rodenbaugh's pass goes to George Brown the third. We'll see what they measure up here.
That's going to be close.
Looks like he's short.
Yep.
Short by about a yard. Nice possession by McBain, Jim.
It definitely was. They ran some good offense, mixed it up real well. Had a couple big runs.
Unable to score, but boy, they sure got Morley pinned deep here. We are in a fast-moving third quarter. 37 seconds to go here. We've seen a lot of Bielik, and I don't think we're going to see anything special down in that part of the zone. Anything unique out of Morley. I think they're going to go right up the middle, and they do. Just a quarterback keeper this time. That's Underhill. On the quick snap right there. That's kind of a, it didn't even look like some of the linemen even moved. It was more like I just tap in the center and he knows to go.
Yep.
4-yard gain right there for Trevor Underhill, the senior quarterback for Morley Stanwood.
It got him a little bit of breathing room down there.
So Xavier Raven, he is number 32 for Morley Stanwood. I'm wondering if Xavier, his parents, we'll have to see if I'm right on that. We'll check with the group up here if that would be Bob and Andrea Raven's son. I'll see if I can find that out. It's the end of the third quarter right now from McBain, Michigan. You're watching high school football here on 26 Sports and CCTV, and we'll be right back.